I think I got conscious about it where I'm thinking about community later in life.
Okay.
The decision I made was just for me, in the fact that I didn't understand. And that's why I don't judge people who drink alcohol. I hang out with them. I love them, family, friends. A lot of people drink alcohol. The only thing that I find to be detrimental about alcohol is that people don't know the limit when it comes to alcohol. People don't know, okay, I'm drunk. They don't want to be drunk, right? They want to drink until they can't walk, which I don't understand. What is the satisfaction of me being so drunk that I'm sleeping on the floor and people are laughing at me or whatever, I get Slampe wanting to just get out, just relax, just a little bit. I get that. But the one thing I can't ever get an answer on is why do people who drink alcohol want to drink Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Or if I'm drinking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I must drink until I can't remember my name, Then it doesn't speak to alcohol. It speaks of a bigger problem.
Yeah.
It speaks of people running away from whatever issues that they have. It speaks of people finding an escape. It speaks of people who don't want to face reality. And that's why we've heard, I was watching a clip of General Mkwana saying that the biggest problems that they have in our community, 80% of them are probably caused by alcohol. So can you imagine if alcohol is causing so many problems? But he said also, which I found very interesting, he said that during COVID, when they had a lockdown, lots of politicians, MECs, prominent people were calling him and complaining that they need to make sure that they bring back alcohol because SAP is suffering. And he says, I don't understand why was every politician calling me about SAP. What is the big deal about this alcohol brand and company that makes everyone call me to say alcohol must come back? So it speaks of a bigger picture. And that bigger picture will always take me back to the fact that I speak of my community, Black people, with absolute pride. But I worry that we spend so much time on things like alcohol that it detracts our focus from everything else. How many families have been broken because of alcohol? Who stands to benefit from Black communities killing each other? Black communities having families broken apart, having Black children not prosper in life and their potential ruined. You'll tell me.
So you come from the same communities,
yeah,
right? And more specifically, you said you're from
KwaMashu.
Shout out to Imashu.
KwaMashu. Aiki Imashu. KwaMashu. Yes.
Shout out.
Aye. Imashu sounds like, I don't know.
Say, we are in La Pemashu.
Batin, back. You don't take away the
KwaMashu.
Yes.
Shout out. KwaMashu.
It's not
so tell me, you've been able to become an award-winning radio host. Multi-award-winning radio host, right? It's very important. You work for it. You've been able to become an multi-award-winning radio host. You've got a successful events business.
Yeah.
You wear a couple of hats. You're a great MC. Having come from that environment, how were you able to build yourself into this person? I always say to young people that all of us are building something. We're only going to see after a couple of years what exactly the person has been building, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Did you know what you were building and were you intentional about it, or did you stumble into this person that you are?
I don't believe in coincidence in my life in general, but I do want to give credit not to myself but to my grandmother and my family.
Too
much.
Okay.
So I grew up in a very strict home, which I think I've come to appreciate now. At the time, most what you think would, I kaya nje, abana vibe kya better. You wish your friend's house, la benza kona matanda was your home as well.
Yeah.
Until you grow up and realize with no man, because I think my granny was a nurse, and everyone at home, every single one of my granny and grandpa's children has a degree. Every single one of them. And as I mentioned, I had spoken to you earlier, and I said I dropped out of university. But
why did you drop out of university?
Because I fell in love with radio. But I did go back and I did complete my degree, by the way.
What's the degree? Economics?
No, I dropped economics and did supply chain.
You dropped economics? Yeah, sure, I have economics.
Yo. I couldn't stand those graphs. My goodness, you have to predict what's going to be happening in the future. I would see how is if Hitler announces today that so and so is going to war, how is that going to affect the price? But I loved it. I mean, I love it because I feel like I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
But I think for me, going back to university was the thing that just reminded me of who I am, the kind of home that I'm from. And it's one of the proudest moments of my life because I went back when the time was difficult, singing Dala and Konama 2000. And I was so confused. Yo. Do you know how difficult that is? It's very difficult. But I held my head up and I did it and I finished my degree. And I'm forever proud of that. But that wasn't the question. The question was the environment and how it shaped me to being the person that I am. Like I said when I spoke, choices. We all have choices in life, right? There's a choice that our parents will make in the way that they raise us as children. But then there'll also be choices that I make as a child. We would say, which road do I take? Do I take the road Yabangani or do I take the road that my parents have laid out for me? And luckily for me, when I went to high school, I moved from Durban to Johannesburg.
But you were staying with your grandmother?
Yes, I was staying with my grandma.
Your
Then in high school, my mom was in Joburg.
Oh, I see.
My dad was in Cape Town. So when I moved to live with my mom in high school, I was in Johannesburg. I think that is where I got shaped a lot. The school that I went to, unfortunately. So I became so passionate about competing and doing well and excelling in everything that I do that it became who I was. I met friends who were the same. My friends were top achievers. We competed to being top 10. And I think that's that kind of crowd or that kind of environment did shape me a lot because we wanted to do everything in school. We wanted to run the tuck shop. We wanted to be head girl deputy, competed. Okay, you head girl. Okay, you SRC. I'm going to be as well. So I think that really shaped me because it gave me a direction of the type of person that I want to be. And I wanted to be a winner.